Okay, just to get it out of the way, I did not watch a second of this game. I'll talk about why in a second. But just in case you're wondering, hey, what did you think of this player and how they look today? Not going to be doing that. But that doesn't mean I can't talk about this game and how excited I am that the Mariners win 10-2 to improve to 58-53 on the season and take the first of a game series against the Philadelphia Phillies. Let's go over the scoring plays. Victor Robles homers to left to lead off the game. Well, lead off for the Mariners anyway. 1-0 Mariners at the end of one. Second inning, Luke Raley hits a 3-run homer. Justin Turner, welcome to Seattle, baby. Grand slam. That makes it 8-0 at the end of two. Fourth inning, Josh Rojas grounds into a fielder's choice to score Randy Arozarena. 9-0 at the end of four. Seventh inning, Mitch Haniger hit manager, homers to left center. 10-0 Mariners. Phillies do to get two in the ninth off Jonathan Diaz. Alec Marsh triples to right, and Weston Wilson singles home Marsh. 10-2 Mariners win. So the negatives, I didn't get to watch this game. Well, I shouldn't say get to. I didn't get to watch the first two innings of this game. I had something going on, all good, but I missed it, and I was just thinking, well, I always record the game, so I'll just restart it. Well, as I went to restart it, I literally saw Justin Turner hit a grand slam, and I said, nope, absolutely not. And to be fair, I did not see it on the TV, so I'm not lying to you that I didn't see a second. I saw it on the box score. And I said, absolutely not. I'm not normally a very superstitious person, but when you jump off up to an 8-0 lead, your stitious starts to become a little super. So, again, not going to talk about the individual stuff. Negatives, I didn't watch how it looked. Now, I did watch the scoring plays. I just didn't see anything in between. Jonathan Diaz is not good. Jonathan Diaz is very much your wipeout, he's your victory cigar or the opposite. Your cigar that's getting put in your eyes. He is only here for blowout work. Well, that's what I thought until he pitched. Well, there's your negative from this game is you should be having a 3-game winning streak right now if you manage that game better. It is what it is. It's in the past, but there's your bummer. Your bummer is that you should have won 3 straight, but you didn't. What a bummer. Never a bummer is Simply Seattle. They provide the very best in Seattle sports gear. Great stuff for the Mariners, the Seahawks, the Kraken, the Storm, the Sounders, Supersonics, Huskies, Cougars. You can find it all at Simply Seattle. And once you find all that good stuff, use code MOLLYWOP18. MOLLYWOP18, that's never the code. MOLLYWOP15 to save 15% off your order. MOLLYWHOP15. Link in the description. Mollywop 18 won't do anything for you, but Mollywop 15 will, and it shows you're paying attention to the show. They just put out a bunch of really great Husky gear for the Big Ten. Can't wait to purchase some myself. MOLLYWHOP15. Link in the description to make it nice and easy. So, again, I didn't see a single pitch from Bryan Woo, and that's a bummer. And I certainly will watch the game again. Or, again, I will watch the replay, I guess is what I mean to say. But getting 7 innings like that from Bryan Woo and 7 what sounds like spectacular innings from Bryan Woo is just awesome. You know, he leaves the last start with, I believe, the hamstring issue. He hasn't gotten deep in games. You got 7 innings. And look, the Phillies are playing like absolute caca right now. If you ask any Phillies fan right now, it's the best time to play them. They have really scuffled as of late. But they're still talented players here. This is still a team that has Kyle Schwarber, Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, Alec Boehm, JT Realmuto, Nick Castellanos, even though he's not having a great year, Bryson Stott, who's having kind of a shaky year. There's talented players here. So to go 7 scoreless is really impressive. He has such a nice combination of ceiling and floor. And I understand why the Seattle Mariners are super hesitant to move him. there is a chance that he ends up being close to a top of the rotation guy. I'd guess closer to mid rotation, but on the higher end of mid rotation. Maybe just flat out right in the middle. Your number 3 starter. I like Bryce Woo. I like Bryce Moo and Brian Miller an awful lot. What can you do? I like Woo a lot. And what an impressive outing this is, even without seeing any of it. Who pitched the 8th inning? Oh, Trent Thornton. Gave up a double, but got out of it. Nice to see, considering how wretched he was against Boston not too long ago. Calling that a low leverage situation seems like quite the insult to leverage situations, but job done. And again, Jonathan Diaz just isn't very good. Offensively, is it possible to overstate how big Victor Robles has been for the Seattle Mariners? I don't think it is. You saw how much they missed him on Wednesday. He's just a good baseball player. And this is not a small sample anymore. Victor Robles needs to be in the lineup every single day. Now, look, Scott Sturvis did come out and say that this is going to be something they kind of have to manage with the hip. Scary for sure. But if he can be in your lineup 5 of 7 days, you're better for it. You are much better for it. What a signing Victor Robles has been. Do I think the Mariners knew this was coming? Heavens to Betsy, no. You saw in how little he played to begin his time with Seattle that they didn't believe in this. But oh my goodness gracious. What a find Victor Robles has been. I seem to say it every video. I don't care. Victor Robles is awesome. Randy gets on 3 times. Big Dumper gets on a couple times via walk. They draw 6 walks. By the way, so they faced Tyler Phillips tonight. And look, a lot of you probably aren't terribly familiar with Tyler Phillips, but he pitched outstanding for Philadelphia. And in fact, was coming off a complete game shutout. And complete game shutouts in the year of our Lord 2024 ain't common. He got 4 outs today. A start after getting 27 outs. Tyler Phillips got 4 outs. He walked 3. He gave up 3 homers. And look, I can't imagine that he was good today, but you see Seattle, they draw 6 walks today. They only strike out 7 times. I have to imagine credit goes to the Mariners too. Justin Turner. I just loved that trade so much. And it's why, while a lot of you were, I wouldn't say you were egging me on, but you were wondering why I was so happy after this deadline. And again, I wasn't thrilled. I was happy. And a lot of that has to do with Justin Turner. Outside of the month of May, Justin Turner has been a fantastic hitter. Great to see him get that first homer in a Mariner uniform. I just think he's such a great get. Such a great get for nothing. I hope RJ Schreck proves me wrong and becomes a great player, because, that would be great for him. I'd make that trade 11 times out of 10. 11 times out of 10. Dylan Moore draws a couple walks. Mitch Haniger gets the homer, gets a couple hits. Luke Raley, great to see him. Great to see him drive a baseball. Outside of May, Luke Raley's been pretty shaky. This was nice to see. Man, I don't care how the Phillies have been playing, man. This was a massive win. A massive win. Gives you a great chance to win the series. Means you will not have the worst thing happen. You will not get swept. And outside of Wednesday, and boy, I just hate even thinking about Wednesday because the game made me so mad. Okay, real quick. My comments about Mitch Garver were from a place of, and I my opinions on how Mitch Garver has played this year have not changed. I mentioned it in the comments section, but I posted that video. I posted that video before I saw Mitch Garver's comments about receiving threats. And I'm going to just leave it at threats because I want the video to be monetized. If you are someone threatening a baseball player, be it because you love the Mariners, because you love logging on to FanDuel, because you have, I don't know what it is, look inward and get help. And I mean that, I don't mean that as a joke. I don't mean that as anything but the truth. Go get help. If you're so angered by how Mitch Garver played, and look, you saw me, I was mad. I was mad at the game Mitch Garver played. But if you're so mad that you would do something like that to another human being, give up on sports, go get help. If you would like help from me, if I'm dead serious. If you get so angry at a baseball player that you feel the need to do that, my DMs on Twitter are open at Crawford_MILB, and we'll talk through it. Seriously. Have no problem, because I want you to get help. It is disgusting and vile that he's received threats like that. How dare you? But I don't want to judge you. I want to help you. And it doesn't matter, but I do want to make it abundantly clear that my comments about Garver were well before I knew stuff like that was happening. And I definitely would have toned down how I felt. 1,000,000,000%. Because he doesn't need that. No person needs that. Absolutely disgusting. Tomorrow, I believe it's Colby Allard against Bryce Miller, or Brian Miller, apparently is who I think he is. Yep. Advantage Mariners. Advantage Mariners. Great chance to go up 2-0. Not a guarantee. Nothing in baseball is guaranteed. But yeah, this was an awesome win. Even if I missed all of it, I can still appreciate it. Please hit like. Please hit subscribe. Thank you guys so much for your support. Be back.